Hey family, one love, what's up? Jesse G here. Hope you are having a beautiful day. Buddha. Ooh, hello Buddha. How you doing today? Had a beautiful day working in the garden as usual. And we're having a class this weekend in Santa Fe. Gonna do another foraging and herbalism class with some mushroom hunting. We've had some recent rains here, and I'm hopeful that we're going to have some finds up in the mountains. I've been seeing some people gathering lobsters and oysters and stuff. So it's been a little cool, but I think it's still a good chance, and we'll definitely run into a lot of herbs. So if you're interested in that, take a look at our website, ziapermaculture.com, and look under the events uh, tab there, and you can see about our upcoming events. We also have some things in October coming up, herbal medicine making class, as well as a sacred cacao class where we'll be making some tonic herbal cacao elixirs and chocolates and wonderful things. About to break my 23-hour day dry fast. Got some beautiful honeydew juice. Melons are my favorite. Honeydew, cantaloupe, watermelon. Gonna have some of my dark berry purium drink with a little bit of this is the apothecary, which is a tart cherry drink with some goji berry tea. It's gonna go in there, and a pineapple pink guava kombucha. So, wanted to talk a little bit about body's vital adjustment, just briefly. This is a very erudite concept to come into contact with. Basically, there is no such thing as immunity, and everything is toxic. So, in herbalism, in botany, we learn about the toxicology of plants, and that plants are defined essentially by their toxicology. And it is these toxins that we use to enable a healing reaction. Um, so, what your body is a self-organized energy field and self-organized energy, um, self-replicating energy robot. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, uh, I was listening to a very good interview today where this guy was talking about out-of-body travel, and I've been saying for a long time, I think that your soul is electric, but your body is magnetic, and that's what holds your soul in your body. And it is, this dense material, but it is magical and extremely adaptive. So the thing about the body's vital adjustment is we've been accustomed to taking toxins in environmentally and through food our whole lives. And what disease is this toxic accumulation that accumulates in our lymphatic system, accumulates in our energy pathways of our meridian system, or our nadis and bindus and channels of prana. So something maybe people have experienced is like allergies, where for a long time you were able to eat something. I know this is the case for me. I was able to eat wheat for most of my life, and at a certain point I developed an allergy to it and wasn't able to eat it anymore. And that is this, what they call the rain barrel effect, where you can take it, and then it starts spilling over. So the body wants to seek, every cell wants to seek homeostasis all the time, and that's what fasting does. You can't fast your way towards this state because your body has adapted over, decades and generations to having this stimulation of food and drink and what have you. But your body's meant to run off prana. Even food is prana. You can think of it that way, as the biophotons and the electricity in the food is prana. So that's why raw foods and fruits, they're the highest angstrom, highest biophotonic food with the most water, most nutrient density. And so immunity is essentially your natural state. you're naturally able in strength and in health to deflect pathogens and disease. But there's this whole thing of terrain theory versus germ theory. There's no versus. It's either, neither, and both, right? If you're terrain, if you have eaten toxic food your whole life, McDonald's and Hot Pockets and, Taco Bell and, pasteurized milk and GMO food, then you're creating a terrain in which pathogens like viruses and bacteria and microbes and fungi can proliferate. And this starts to create disease symptoms. And that's really your body's brilliance telling you something is wrong and that you need to make a change. Now, animals, they know what to do when they're sick. They hide, sleep, and don't eat. Any animal, when they're sick, they just stop eating. And if you are dealing with some disease symptoms, don't eat. So we are perfect, but perfect isn't without flaws. Perfect means functioning exactly the way it's supposed to, right? So we have to change our mentality about perfection. There's been some people who have gotten themselves into trouble in this community because they fixate on these ideas of purity, and they're detoxing and fasting and dry fasting their way into malnutrition because they're not giving their body time to make this adjustment, and they're not utilizing the other practices of breatharian practice and pranic practice to open up the pranic channels to, through meditation, through qigong, through exercise, through grounding, through sun gazing, through time outside, these connection with the four elements of earth, wind, and water and fire, as well as these other practices, start to open up the energetic channels and start to build the qi in the body and refine the qi. The refinement of our minds also by the thoughts we consume and the thoughts we put towards ourselves and others. It's a reflection, and any negativity you're bouncing to someone else is going to hit back on you, and you're going to feel that in terms of disease, mental disease, which is the base of all physical disease. Because people, if it's smoking or alcohol, most diseases are like heart disease, diabetes, cancer. These things are largely or 100% lifestyle related, and they go at their root is some hurt, some pain that is mental. So just a little start in on what the body's vital adjustment is. Another quick example would be like someone who's had to use or had to use like maybe opiates for some healing, or they got addicted to opiates out of a habit. If you just take it away, that person can die. Same with food. There's this toxicity, the stimulation, but if you just take it away, you can die. So this is what what I want to bring more education and awareness about with respect to breatharianism, with raw foods, fasting, and building to the state is you want to give yourself time, give yourself permission, take your time. If it took you 40 years to get where you're at, and you may be overweight or dealing with, mental issues or what have you, give yourself time to heal your way back to your true natural state, which is wholeness and balance. So anyway, I'm going to break my fast. Hope you got something from this family. Send you all the blessed. Have a beautiful day.